This is going to be a really fun unboxing video. Hi, it's Jim, CGC Sports Illustrated. I got 5 modern slabs in this issue. I got 2 first covers, but one of the reasons why this is going to be a fun video is because we're going to take a look at some Kraken press results. I've been doing a lot of Kraken press videos on social media, specifically Instagram Reels and TikTok. And finally, we get to see some of the results of those come through. So, you know the rules. I know what these issues are, but I don't know what the grades are. Also, I've got 2 that have a shot at 9.8. So, got a chance at using that 9.8 button in this one. Also, while I'm getting this unpacked, which, by the way, I love this new packing that CGC is using, and they're only using it sometimes. But it's this, like, shaped bubble material, as opposed to standard bubble wrap, which is what they've always used. This is kind of shaped, and then the magazine slide in here, and there's 2 of them, comes together kind of like clamshell. Love that, and it seems to be working well and effective, because I've had fewer... I don't think I've ever had a damaged slab since if they've used that specific packing material. So that's awesome. I've got a new, speaking of pressing and cracking and that sort of stuff, I've got a new series on my YouTube channel. So if you just go back in my YouTube channel, in fact, there was just one last week, where it's pressing unboxing videos, and I open up a box that one of my customers has sent me and just kind of go through the issues and take a look at them. So my video schedule, what I try to do every week is I try to do a new unboxing video every Monday. Most Mondays I get one out. And then Thursdays I'll start doing the pressing unboxing video, because the feedback I got on my first pressing unboxing video was 100% positive, which really surprised me. So because it was so positive, we'll do a lot more of them. Okay, 5 slabs, 2 first covers, Kraken press results. Chance at, I got 2 shots at 9.8. One, I got a really great shot at 9.8. Other one, I don't know, maybe a 10 or 20% chance at 9.8. So let's get started with our first slab right here. Oh, that's a big number. That's a big number. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is big. Okay. You've seen this issue a lot in my unboxing videos recently, and I'm not apologizing for it, because I freaking love this thing, and I'm buying every newsstand copy I can find. Darth Vader, first Time magazine cover, came out on May 19th, 1980. That is 2 days before Empire Strikes Back hit movie theaters. The census is still not working for Time magazine. If you go into the CGC census, you click in Time magazine, and it auto-populates a ton of, every comic and magazine that has the word Time in it. But if you go down to Time magazine, published by Time Incorporated, and click on it, a page opens up and says, this page cannot be found. It's been like that for months. Months now. We have no ability to track the census for any copy of Time magazine. I've railed on CGC recently about how some of their Sports Illustrated issues, specifically the Steph Curry first cover, the census is all jacked up on that, but this is an entire publication it's jacked up on. Total bummer. This is such a great issue. Yeah, it's Darth Vader's first cover. Yeah, it's a really respectable magazine like Time magazine. Yeah, it came out 2 days before Empire Strikes Back hit movie theaters. But visually, that's what this one does for me. So fantastic. So I can't give you the pop reports. I can tell you I projected it at an 8.0, which is why I'm so ecstatic with that 8.5. And it's real timely, too, because we just had the recent passing of James Earl Jones, who was, of course, the voice of Darth Vader. And I was thinking about, because I know what these issues are, I don't know what the grades are, so I knew that this was coming up in this unboxing video. I wanted to, because I love James Earl Jones. I mean, I'm a huge James Earl Jones fan. And I wanted to do some sort of little tribute for him. And the obvious one is the scene in Field of Dreams with his baseball rant. America has rolled by like a army of steamrollers, erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased began, but baseball has marked the time. But that scene kind of played to me because it was all over the place, and I love that clip. I watched it a ton on social media. So I thought I'd do a different clip and, of course, tell a story, which, by the way, a couple other great lines in Field of Dreams that don't get as much attention are, you told me your finger was a gun. And then the rant where he's like, no, what do you want? Oh, dog and a beer. Moonlight Graham. And then he... I love Field of Dreams. But we're going to do something different as a tribute to James Earl Jones. And the clip's a little long, so bear with me. And the story's a little long. But it was pretty cool. So I used to regularly go to the Michigan-Ohio State game every other year when it was in Ann Arbor. I had a friend that had season tickets, and I had tickets to Notre Dame, so he would come to Notre Dame games with me. I'd go to Michigan, Ohio State every other year when it was at University of Michigan. I think it was one of the first years I went. I'm sitting in the stadium, 110,000 people. It's always Thanksgiving weekend. It's always cold as hell. And we're all bundled up and excited and jacked up. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be awesome. And I'm a big fan of hype videos, and almost all universities are now doing these, big elaborate hype videos before the team comes out. And you got 100 Michigan Stadium, which is, man, Ann Arbor's a great town. I'm no Michigan fan. But Ann Arbor's a great town. The Big House is a great stadium, just massive. There's almost 110,000 people in there. We've been tailgating all morning long, drinking cocktails and eating steak and eggs and all that stuff. It's a great day. And game's getting ready to start. And the Jumbotron hype video starts. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I love hype videos. And this booming voice comes out. And it's James Earl Jones doing the narration of the hype video, because James Earl Jones is a University of Michigan graduate. He's an alumni, so he did the video. So this has been around for a few years. I know they were using, I don't know if they are still using it now, but I know as recently as just a couple years ago, they were still using this hype video. So here's the shout out and the tribute to James Earl Jones and the Michigan hype video that he did.
This is the University of Michigan.
What a football game we're going to have here this afternoon.
You are looking live at a sold-out
103,000.
Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor.
The football game from Ann Arbor.
The nation will rock with the praises of the maize and blue this evening.
Where we respect integrity and honor excellence.
The jubilation and cheering long into the night.
Here come the Wolverines.
We are loyal Wolverines.
Today, your football team is #1 in the country, and it's all right here.
Standing for Midwestern values, hard work, determination, and an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
The old season is over. It's going to be Michigan again.
We are the best university in the world. Students and athletes and professors achieving at the highest level.
You better believe it.
This is our legacy and our future. We are proud members of the Big Ten Conference in pursuit of national championships.
We'll win this championship.
We have won more games than any team in the country. No one has won more. We believe in football.
We did.
Championship football.
He has on the celebrate.
We're Braylon up in the air. Touchdown! Touchdown, Billy! Shoelaces flopping in the wind.
We shy away from no challenge or opponent.
Brady.
We bow to no man. We bow to no program. We are Michigan.
I get chills watching that, and I'm not a Michigan fan. I can't imagine what it's like to be a big Michigan football fan and see that hype video, because it's just amazing. So lots of love to James Earl Jones and his passing recently. Major love on that beautiful 8.5 Darth Vader first cover, and we are off and running. All right. It's a great start. I always like to start strong. Let's keep that going. Let's just ride that wave and do it with this one as well. Always when I say something like that, I end up getting a grade that that ends up disappointing me. James Worthy, this is his Crunch Time issue. It's his fourth Sports Illustrated cover appearance. Came out on May 12th, 1986. There is a 9.6. There are 4 9.4s. There are 5 9.2s. I projected this at 8.5, so kind of a bummer on that. I always liked James Worthy. Not a Lakers fan, but liked Worthy. I kind of liked, he was always like that X factor. Because the big stars were Kareem and Magic on the Lakers in the 80s. But it seemed like, Worthy, whether he was starting or coming off the bench, if Worthy played well, man, you were going to have a real hard time beating the Lakers. If Worthy didn't play well, the Lakers would struggle a lot. So, always loved James Worthy. Of course, played at University of North Carolina with Michael Jordan. That may be another reason why I always got some love with James Worthy. Don't love that 8.0. I mean, it's a good grade, just for an issue from the 80s, just didn't meet my expectations. Okay, 3 left. And lots going on. I got one that's got a really good shot at 9.8, one that's a long shot, and then the Kraken press. And I already know from the back, this is the Kraken press, because I know what this issue is just from the back cover. Fingers crossed. I love this issue. Yeah, 9.2. That's a very nice improvement. Look at that beautiful 9.2. Magic and Michael, June 10th, 1991. There are 4 at 9.6. I do own one of those that are at 9.6. There are 9 at 9.4, and there are now 6 at 9.2. My projection on this was 9.2, so nailed it. And it originally started as an 8.5, so you can see the video I did on this. If you go back a couple of months on my social media profiles, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, you'll see I did a deep dive into this, showed the flaws, then went and cleaned and pressed it, and then showed the kind of before and after results of that. And it was clear that this one was pretty likely going to get a bump, and got a nice bump, 2 grading tier bump, because it goes 8.5, which is where it started, then 9.0, and then 9.2. So pretty good 2-tier bump. Very collectible Michael Jordan issue. His first 5 are usually the most collectible. Dream Team is kind of in there as well, but this is certainly top 10, and for good reason. You got Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan on the cover. I love multiple Hall of Famers on the same cover. This photo was taken during Game 1 of the 1991 NBA Finals, which was the first championship for the Bulls and and Jordan. And so a lot of good reasons why this is a really collectible issue. If you go back, if you remember, I remember. If you don't remember, I remember. That 1991 Finals, I was shocked at how many doubters and haters were out there about Jordan and the Bulls. They had just come off from sweeping in 4 games straight the 2-time defending champion Detroit Pistons. And then we go into the finals and they're like, I don't know. Lakers are pretty good. They got Magic Johnson. I don't know. Michael's never been able to win anything before. I don't know if they're going to do that. And then Bulls lose Game 1. And everybody's like, oh, this is it. It's over. What did Jordan do? Boom. Dropped 4 straight on that baby and won the title. That was the only title that the Bulls won. Out of the 6 titles, it was the only one they won in 5 games. All 5 other titles were all done in 6 games. Crack, press, regrade, results from an 8.5 to a 9.2. Totally worth it. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Like I said, 2 left. One's got a good shot at 9.8. One is kind of a long shot at 9.8. Let's see which one we got here. Yeah, that was the long shot. Ended up being an even longer shot than what I thought. You've seen this a lot. You know I love this issue, the Mickey Mantle tribute issue right after he passed away. This issue came out on May 21st, 1995. There are 15 at 9.8. I've owned a lot of this at 9.8. Sold a number of them. I think I currently have 2. Yeah, I think I currently have 2 of this at 9.8 in my possession. I've got, there are 14 at 9.6, and there are now 13 at 9.2. I love how clean this is. I love the contrast of the black and white old school photo with the red Sports Illustrated at the top. There's no headline on this issue. Extraordinarily rare for Sports Illustrated to do that. So this joins other famous issues that don't have headlines, like the 1980 Miracle on Ice and the 2019 Tiger Woods Masters victory was another one that didn't have a headline. Interesting, this photo, I mean, look how young the Mick looks there. was taken on April 1st, 1951, so that was during spring training of his rookie season. So another, because it's from his rookie season, another reason to love this issue. Mickey Mantle tribute, 9.2, decent. I projected it at 9.4, so within my window, but the wrong way. Okay, one left. Are we gonna see the celebration? Let me get this in shot on the camera fully prepare for this. It'd be fun. I've had this, so I know what this issue is, obviously. I've had it graded a couple of times, and I think each time I've gotten 9.6. And there's a number of issues out there that I just keep buying and chasing and chasing and chasing to get that 9.8. So let's see if this one, we can do it on this one. The box is already a winner. Because of that Darth Vader issue exceeding expectations, and then the Kraken press result that was a home run. So already a rock-solid box, but let's make it a great box. Let's take it out with a 9.8 and turn this from a good box to a great box. No way! Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, 9.8. You just got 9.8'd. And on a great issue that's a variant issue. It's a first cover. Everything about this is awesome. Everything about it. I love this. Russell Westbrook, first Sports Illustrated cover. This came out on April 6, 2015. There are now 3 copies graded at 9.8. There are 3 9.6, and there's one 9.2. Projected this at 9.6. That's only because I don't project 9.8s anymore. Let's look at the label. Variant cover, done properly and broken out properly in the CGC census. So props to you, CGC, for doing that. This is a 1 of 2 variant cover. Karl Anthony Towns, while he was in college at Kentucky, was on the other cover that week. And yes, it does say first Russell Westbrook cover on there. I've always been a Westbrook fan. I know a lot of people don't like him. Kind of a ball hog, kind of a selfish, self-centered player. Bounced around a lot. But, I mean, the stats back it up that he's a great player. 9-time All-Star, MVP, 2-time scoring leader. Man, has he bounced all over the league. So technically, he has been on 4 teams in 2 years. 4 teams on 2 years. He was with the Lakers for a couple of years there, including, I think he was there for the bubble year, the COVID bubble year. But he was on the Lakers. He was traded to the Jazz, never played a game for the Jazz. Signed with the Clippers, finished up last year with the Clippers, and if you missed it, and chances are you probably did, in July of 2024, he signed on with the Denver Nuggets. So he'll be playing with the Joker in Denver with the Nuggets with the upcoming season, and that is a beautiful 9.8. Oh, first time I ever got a 9.8 on this one. Great box. Great box. Turn this from a good box into a great box with that 9.8. Oh my gosh, and I got so excited I forgot. Here, let's do this. All right, here's the issue. Take 2. Oh, look, it's a 9.8. Yeah, all right. Woo! That's the second time that I've been so excited with the 9.8 that I forgot to hit the 9.8 button on that. So blew it on that one. If you're interested in my comic and magazine cleaning and pressing service, drop a comment, shoot me a DM on social media. I really appreciate you watching this video, and look for the next video in the new series of the pressing unboxing videos. That's going to drop Thursday of this week. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks.